Hello everyone. I wanted to give my preview for the big India New Zealand match tomorrow. The two form teams of the tournament so far, unbeaten both of them, India and New Zealand, unbeaten teams. New Zealand are actually sitting on top of the table. I did say one day I think India probably have gone to the top now, but it's New Zealand on the top. They're just ahead of India on the net run rate. India and New Zealand have played 9 times in the World Cup, and 5 times New Zealand have won, and 3 times India have won, and there was a match that was abandoned. So New Zealand have a much better record in the World Cups against India. And even in the last T20 World Cup, remember India lost to New Zealand in that match after we lost to Pakistan, where Babar Azam and Rizwan got that huge opening partnership. The second match, lost to New Zealand, and India were knocked out of the World Cup. In 1970, this is the 50 over World Cup, obviously. The 1975 and 1979, India lost to New Zealand. And then in 1987, the World Cup that was held in the Reliance World Cup that was held in India, Pakistan. India beat New Zealand 2 times in the World Cup. And then in 92, that's the World Cup that I remember where Tendulkar as a youngster scored 84 runs and Azharuddin scored 55 runs that day. And I think India got 230 or 250. And New Zealand won by 4 or 5 wickets, I think. Mark Gregbatch, the opening batsman, he got 73, I think, that day. Left-handed batsman. Mark Gregbatch is, by the way, the first batsman who started scoring fast in the first 10-15 overs. It's after that Kalivatharna and Jayasuriya made it a big impact in the first 15 overs. But Mark Gregbatch of New Zealand is the one who really started scoring high in the first 10-15 overs. Obviously, Krishnamachari Srikanth in the 80s even scored fast in the first 10-15 overs. So that's how Srikanth used to play. And in 99, I remember the match where New Zealand chased around 250, and Roger Toos, the left-hander batsman, again, he got around 60 runs, not out, I think it was. And it was a very crucial innings. It looked like India might probably edge New Zealand, but Roger Toos played a very good innings and New Zealand won. And in 2003, where India went to the finals of the World Cup, where Tendulkar was in really good form, India actually beat New Zealand. And then India never played New Zealand till 2019. All those World Cups in between, India and New Zealand never met each other. But in 2019, India lost that famous semi-final to New Zealand. It was a heartbreaking match. India were chasing. It was a low total, not a low total, but an average total. And India were expected to win. Rohit Sharma was in very good form in that World Cup, scoring a lot of hundreds. But India lost early wickets, and then Jadeja played an absolutely good innings. I think Jadeja got around 70, and Jadeja single-handedly looked like he was going to win the match for India. But then we lost wickets, and Dhoni came towards the end and started batting well as well. But then Dhoni got run out, and we lost by 18 runs, and India were knocked out of the finals, out of the semi-finals. And that's how New Zealand went to the finals and lost to England eventually in that close, tight World Cup finals. Anyway, tomorrow New Zealand and India, it will be an interesting match. It's played at Dharamshala, which is not a big ground. So I'm making some big shots tomorrow. Obviously, both teams are in excellent form. I don't know if Hardik Pandya is back from his knee injury. So that will be interesting. But the Indian batting looks very strong. Obviously, Shubman Gill at the top. Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Rahul, Iyer, Hardik Pandya if he's there. Then the bowlers, Kuldeep is in excellent form. Pandya is bowling well. Bumrah. Then Shardul Thakur. Jadeja is there as well. Jadeja is bowling well. So India looking very strong. And at the same time, New Zealand are looking good. Ravindra, he got 100 in that first match against England, and he's playing well. Conway is a huge player for New Zealand, very solid batsman, but scores very fast. Plays orthodox shots, doesn't play awkward shots, but he gets a lot of runs, scores very fast playing orthodox shots. So it will be very important, Conway's wicket. I hope Bumrah gets him fast, or opening bowlers. And then I should say that Daryl Mitchell is also in good form. I mean, he's also a very hard-hitting batsman. So his wicket will also be very important. Kane Williams obviously sadly is out of the few matches at least till November, I think, because of his injury that he got in that match where the ball hit his hand when he was running for a run. And New Zealand, I think, bowling wise, India's biggest scare will be uh, Trent Bolt, because India traditionally have a problem with left armers. It's actually not just India. I mean, even today, Jansen bowled well. Even Topley got a wicket against South Africa, a couple of wickets. I mean, normally left hammers are difficult to handle. I mean, even personally speaking, I mean, the biggest challenge I've faced, I mean, obviously, is left armers, because the angle that goes across and then the ball comes back in. So you have to always be careful with the left armers. So Trent Bolt is a seasoned campaigner, loads of experience, loads of success against a lot of batsmen. So Rohit Sharma, who normally has a problem against left armers, but he played Afghanistan well, Pakistan well as well. So Trent Bolt, that will be a good matchup. Then the spinner Sandner is in good form, and Isodi, I don't know if he is playing, but Sandner has been in good form in this World Cup. He got a 5 wicket haul in one of the matches. So Sandner is someone who doesn't really fly the ball a lot, flat trajectory. So normally gets LBW's bowls a lot because people trying to slog him. I mean, the ball stays low. So it'll be interesting how India plays Sandner and Trent Bolt. No, Lockie Ferguson has got pace, but I mean Dharamshala wicket, I'm not sure how it's going to play. It's not a big ground actually, so there could be a lot of big shots as well. But in this World Cup, I mean there have been a lot of flat tracks. But India New Zealand, I mean in World Cup history, there hasn't been a lot of big totals. I think the highest total New Zealand was 253 and India 251, and the lowest total was also around 140, 150 for each other. So New Zealand and India playing against the World Cup 9 times have never scored about 253. I think 253 is the highest score that has ever been scored. So we normally have low scoring affairs. Maybe that might change tomorrow because the wickets in India in this World Cup has been pretty good for batting. Spinners do get a little bit of assistance as well, but normally yesterday and today the batting track was totally flat. But I do not expect such a flat batting track tomorrow. But let's see. But anyway, the stakes are high, huge match. I mean, there will be a lot of. I mean, both teams are on the top, and more than just the 2 points. I mean, it's going to be a big statement who wins tomorrow, because whoever wins tomorrow, the picture will be clear. To all other teams, the message will be strong that they're looking strong to win the World Cup. So, I'm not saying tomorrow is the finals of the World Cup, but tomorrow's game has a lot of significance, considering these two teams are on top of the table and are unbeaten. So, whoever wins tomorrow will be seen as the biggest threat by all other teams in this World Cup. So, there's a lot at stake tomorrow. India New Zealand big match. India looking strong, and my pick is India. Obviously, I'm backing India in front of the Indian fans. India looking very strong. I hope Hardik Pandya backs well. But everyone has to remember that we have a bad record against New Zealand. We have lost 5 matches out of 8 played matches. So New Zealand are not an easy team to walk over. They are a very fighting team. They do not give much away, and they play with commitment and dedication. So India have to be on top of their game. No hiccups should come into their performance. So all the best to India, and happy viewing to everyone. It's a Sunday, so obviously the stadium is going to be full tomorrow. Both teams, since that 2019 World Cup, India New Zealand matches have been high selling matches. So all the best to both teams, and I'm picking India. All the best to everyone. Take care. God bless you.